Hey, so you've done everything right. The degree, the promotions, the title that took years to earn. And yet you wake up one Tuesday morning, open your laptop, and feel this quiet, persistent sense that something is off. Not broken, not ungrateful, just off. If that's you, you're not burnout. You're not having a crisis. You're standing at what I call the pressure point. And it is the beginning of something really important. Hey there, guys. I'm Lindsay Williams. I'm a life and leadership coach, a licensed social worker, author of The Life You're Allowed to Want, and founder of Elevate 365 Coaching. I work with high achieving women in corporate leadership who are navigating major life transitions, major career transitions, and I do it through a framework I call the grounded pivot. Today, we are going into phase one of that exact framework, and it is called the pressure point. This is where every single woman I ever work with begins. And understanding the pressure point can completely change the way you respond to what you're feeling right now. The pressure point is the moment when the gap between the life you're living and the life you actually want becomes impossible to ignore anymore. And here's what makes it tricky. From the outside, everything looks fine, great even. You have a career that other people envy. You're competent, you're capable, you lead teams, you solve problems, you deliver results. But internally, inside, there's this low grade tension that's been building, maybe for months, maybe for years. And it shows up differently for different women. For some, it's a creeping sense of restlessness. You keep thinking there has got to be more to life than this. For others, it's the exhaustion that sleep cannot fix, or a growing sense of disconnect from the work that used to feel so meaningful. Or it could be a major life event, a job transition, a loss, a divorce, a milestone birthday, something that cracks the surface just enough to let the question in: what do I actually want? And that question, that is the pressure point knocking. Now, here's what most high achieving women make a very common mistake. Okay. They try to push through it. They are hardwired to optimize, to fix. We are hardwired to produce our way out of discomfort. So when that pressure point shows up, the default response is to do more, take on a new project, double down on our productivity, fill the calendar so there is no space in the discomfort to even breathe. And that might work for a while. But what I've seen professionally and through my own work is that an unaddressed pressure point, it doesn't disappear. It escalates. They become the one thing that drives a sudden resignation, or a health breakdown, or a mental health breakdown, or a decision that is made from complete depletion instead of from a place of grounded clarity. And the pressure point is not a problem to be solved. It's information, it's data, it's your internal compass doing its job, telling you that something is off, something is misaligned, that who you are and what you're doing have quietly moved out of sync with each other. When you treat the pressure point as data instead of a malfunction, everything changes. So, what do you do when you're here? The first thing you can do is name it without judgment. Most high achieving women have spent so long performing competently that they've lost the habit of honest self assessment. Just saying out loud or in writing to another person, I am at a pressure point right now. It is genuinely powerful. It moves you from reaction to clarity. It moves you from reaction to awareness. It gives yourself permission to deal with that thing that has been humming beneath the surface. Now, the second thing is it's time to get curious, not anxious, not fearful, curious. And the questions that come up at the pressure point, you might be asking, is this the right career for me? Am I living the life I actually want to be living? What would I choose if I wasn't afraid? What would I choose if I wasn't tied to this level of income? What would I choose if I wasn't tied to this career field? And those questions, they're not emergencies. They are invitations, and they deserve a thoughtful, grounded process, a thoughtful, grounded container, a place to think, a place to process, not a 2 a.m. spiral. And that's exactly what the grounded pivot is designed to give you. It is a clear, structured path from this moment of pressure all the way through to a decision into strategy that's actually yours. And the last thing, don't navigate it alone. Not because you can't figure it out, because you absolutely can, but because having someone trained to hold that space for you, who won't panic at your questions, who can sit with you in the gray, who won't project their own agenda onto your life, that accelerates everything. And the pressure point, it's not the end of something, it's the beginning. It means you are self aware enough to know that personal alignment matters, that titles and achievements, as real as they are, they're not the whole story of who you are. And that somewhere inside of you, there is a version of your life that you haven't fully given yourself permission to want yet. And that's exactly what my book, The Life You're Allowed to Want, is about. And that's what I work on every single day with my clients in Elevate 365. And if you are standing at a pressure point right now, I want you to know this. It is not a crisis. It's a clarity opportunity. It's an opportunity for reflection. It's an invitation. So drop a comment below. Let me know, does this resonate? If so, what does your pressure point feel like right now? Maybe 1 or 2 words to describe how it feels in your body. And if you're ready to move through it with real support, the link to work with me is also in the description below. I will see you in the next video where we will go into phase 2 of the decision gap, which is called the identity shift. Because what comes right after the pressure point can often be the most disorienting part. And I want you to be ready for it. All right, until next time.